In this video we're going to look at an analytic method of finding the conjugate points for a functional with two independent variables. Now we've seen this previously. If you click on a video up here, you'll see this being derived for a simple functional. Now this is the derivation here that was done on that video there. So if you're not sure about this, go up and have a little look at it. Now we're going to extend that to a functional with two independent variables. Now there's not going to be any proof of this, it's just simply going to be the statement. So we know that the solution for a functional of the simple form is going to be in this form here, where a1 and a2 are constants, t is the independent variable, you have a function phi and have a generalized coordinate q. So if we extend that solution type to two independent variables, then we end up with their two generalized coordinates q1, q2, two functions phi1, phi2. The time is the same, and we have our a1, a2, a3 and 4, which are the same for each of these, and these are going to be our constants. So then if we know the value to t0, then we can find t naught dash, which is the abscissa of the conjugate point, and that's going to be given by extension of this equation here, and as I said, it's not proved, it's just stated here, and it's going to be given by this equation here. Now there is a proof of that in a book called Calculus of Variations by Forsyth. It's on page 223, so I'm not going to go through the proof of that here. It is meant to be an introductory course, and there's just a bit too detailed. Now that's all there is here, it's just a statement, and we're going to be moving on looking at the functionals of different types in the next video. So that's really all there is for this. Now I'm going to read a little quote which I never really understood until I started to get into this kind of detail on calculus of variations. So you can finish listening now if you want, or you can listen to this little quote which I think is quite apt by John von Neumann, and it's only about a paragraph long, so it'll take a couple of minutes. So, as a mathematical discipline travels far from its empirical source, or still more, it is a second or third generation only directly inspired by ideas coming from reality, it is beset with very grave dangers. It becomes more and more purely aestheticizing, more and more purely art for art's sake. This need not be bad, if the field is surrounded by correlated subjects which still have closer empirical connections, or if the discipline is under the influence of men with an exceptionally well developed taste, which I don't really include myself. But there is a grave danger that the subject will develop along the lines of least resistance, that the stream so far from its source will separate into a multitude of insignificant branches, and that the discipline will become a disorganized mass of details and complexities. In other words, at a great distance from its empirical source, or after much abstract inbreeding, a mathematical subject is in danger of degeneration. So I never really understood that, but I can see how that can be the case, because we can look at extending this calculus of variations in all different directions, and we're going to end up with real analytical monsters and real monster equations. So that's all there is for this video, and I'll get you on the next video. Goodbye.